Welcome.
Attention, please.
Welcome aboard.
Welcome to the No Comfort Zone podcast. It's time to get out of your comfort zone and live on purpose. Broadcasting to the world from Rockford, Illinois. This is your wake-up call.
Warning.
You are the solutions to all your problems. Stop thinking average. Become the hero version of yourself. Every day, every time, without fail, no exceptions. It all matters. You've entered the No Comfort Zone. It's time for a reality check.
Man, I am so glad to be back in the No Comfort Zone with you. Here on this podcast, I want to check in with you, make sure that your life is going the direction that you want it to go. And when adversity strikes, you know how to handle it because you've been through the No Comfort Zone. Hey, this is Dan, just checking in with you and wanted to let you know that I wrote on one of the podcasts, I said on one of the podcasts that I know that you've been through a lot. I think anybody that's made any attempt to live their life on whatever terms they've put out for themselves, you're going to get bruised and beaten up along the way. But it's for guys like me, the guys that aren't very smart. Like I always tell people, I'm the dumbest person in the room. It takes me forever to figure something out. But when I finally figure it out, when I finally become aware, I'll end up learning it. I'll practice, I'll drill it, I'll rehearse it. Eventually I'll master it. And when I master it, you better watch out because I'm actually pretty sharp at things. But I'm the slowest learner. I'm not the guy that goes into an interview and says, I'm a really quick learner, and this is going to be the best decision you've ever made to hire me. No, I say I'm going to work hard. I'm going to do everything I can to learn. And I've told people I'm good for one super solid mistake a month. Real big mistakes every month. And I wanted to let you know that if you're okay with that, and if you're okay with me being a slow learner, boy, I think we'll have a good relationship. And people have looked at me, I'm not even kidding, like I was crazy. Sure enough, 3 months go by, no mistakes, no big issues or anything. Then a big mistake comes up and I'm like, yeah, remember when I told you this and that? Well, the good news is I've got clout. I've got 4 credits towards mistakes. And now this is a big one. So here we go. And I have to remind people of all the good I've done for them and how hard I worked and all the other stuff. And because the end, it all works out, doesn't it? Right? You know, no risk, no reward. I'm a big risk. I didn't know that. The only skills I possess personally is that I'm very observant of when I fail and when I succeed. I really read into people's energies and I really do care compassionately, deeply about people. And I do believe in the greater good and I believe in man. So that's really it for me. So now that you know that, what I do want to tell you is that although I believe in me, there's some people out there in the world that aren't necessarily as nice or as forgiving or as compassionate as I would strive to be. And when these people interact in your life and you put all of your eggs in one basket and these people let you down through divorce, through, lack of loyalty, through, there's just so much that can go into this. I don't need to go on and on. But I'll tell you, when life hits you hard, and when I'm saying hard, I mean like left for dead hard. Like you wake up out of your coma and there's nobody around. Why is that? That's a true story. I woke up, sure, my mom and my stepdad and the priest were there. But when I went back into it, I woke up and I remember there was nobody there. Never forget that. I was in a coma for 7 days. Why was nobody there? Well, it's because of the lifestyle that I was living. Truth be told, though, I am a living example of how to screw up everything. And I'm a living example of how consequences can just compress you into absolutely nothing. And it's from that nothing that you pick yourself up and you start to rebuild yourself in every area of your life. I got myself into the coma from abusing drugs and alcohol, people, and money. Just a poor lifestyle, bad human being, right? I had a vendetta against everybody and everything. When I realized that it was my decisions and choices for immediate gratification to be comfortable and to feel better than I actually should, I chose all these outside, resources to make my internal self feel better. And it completely imploded on me. So now you wake up and I got health issues. Like I said before, I couldn't speak for a while, had a inability to use my legs. That was horrible. And here I am, a professional paid speaker. sales trainer, motivator, and all the other stuff, but I'm in a hospital bed from an attempted suicide attempt, from abusing drugs and alcohol to the point where I should have been dead. But then I find out that, you know what? I'm broke. And on top of being broke, the IRS is going to be coming after me pretty hard. I have child support that's extremely a lot of money that I owe. And I realize that I'm never going to get out, never at 37 years old, never going to get out of this hole. Because now I can't earn an income because I can't speak and I can't walk. Now I realize that I'm pretty much destitute because if I don't have means to pay, I'm going to owe. And if I can't pay, I'm in bigger trouble. You see where this is going, the compound of negative? And like I talked about in the last episode of the podcast, I'm in the most worst failure cycle because all the consequences are overwhelming. And I was being compressed into nothing, being laughed at by my ex-spouse, being made fun of by her new husband, being looked down upon by my kids who look at their father and are like, yeah, wow, Dad, we're not really proud of you. You're kind of a bust out. At 37 years old, 10 years later, at 47 years old, I think that's what it was, to reclaiming my life and everything in it and actually flipping failure on its backside, kicking the shit out of it, and actually becoming a successful version of myself by intention with a lot of work. And what I'm telling you is this. I really do believe in you. If you've got hit really hard with some really major adversity in your life, good, because now that's the fuel you're going to use to be successful. Finally, you don't have to be average anymore. Finally, you got hit in the face so many times, so hard by life. You got spun around so many times, you just don't care anymore. It's that moment for you to step up, rise up, come out of nothing, and show everybody what you're really made of. Consider it a rebirth. Consider it a gift. Consider it to be the best opportunity that you've ever had in your life, that you were dealt this super shitty hand that you now have to deal with, and now it's your turn to create your own success story. And fuck everybody else's opinion of you and what they have to say about you and everything that you think is important or everything that they think is important. It doesn't matter anymore. It's all about what you say and what you believe and the version of yourself that you want to be. Do you want to be average? Do you want to be content? Do you want to be apathetic? Or do you want to be 8 feet tall and bulletproof, a powerhouse, a force to be reckoned with? You know what you're going to have to do? You're going to have to reinvent yourself. And how does it start? It starts at 4:30 in the morning. It starts at 5 a.m. Or as I like to say, 4:55 a.m. It starts off with an absolute intention of how you're going to command your day and what you're going to do in it. And you walk over anybody that's going to try to stop you. That success mindset, that championship mindset, that don't mess with me mindset starts first thing in the morning. And if you truly believe you're worth something, and if you are worth your salt, you're going to take this seriously and you're going to start to go to work on you. You're not going to go to work on your ex relationship. You're not going to go work on your finances. You're not going to go work on your companionship or your job or anything else. You're going to work on you. You're going to look in that mirror and you're going to realize how you wound up to be exactly where you're at today, completely busted out, completely broken, completely at the end of the rope, completely at the point where you think suicide is an option. You're going to look at that and be like, that's not an option anymore. Why on earth would I want to kill myself? Why on earth would I want to exit and let everybody else win? Nope. I'm going to fuel my fire with all that failure and adversity, and I'm going to show you out like Muhammad Ali says. I'll show you how great I am. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, that was my impersonation of Muhammad Ali. Rest in peace. How great do you want to be? Well, now's the time. How bad is your adversity? That's a good thing. The greater the adversity, the greater the challenge, the greater the grind, the greater the climb out. That mountain that you're climbing right now, don't worry. When you get to the top of it, you're going to realize that that is the bottom of the next peak. You're always going to be climbing. There's no easy way out. The only easy day was yesterday, right? Believe in that, man. Believe in that, because I believe in you. I was listening to a podcast today, and I heard the guy talking about his 35 years of doing the crack cocaine and being successful. I'm not really a crackhead. Never was my thing. Sure, I'm an alcoholic. Sure, abuse the hell out of cocaine. Sure, abuse the hell out of money and relationships, all to make me feel better, right? At the end of the day, I'm the guy alone 3 a.m. at some party where everyone's passed out, or still going, miserable, wanting to jump off the ledge and be like, this is not my life. I don't care if there's celebrities in the room. I don't care who I'm partying with. I don't want to be associated with any of these people anymore. I don't want to exist in this space anymore. And I finally had to come clean and realize that, you know what? I have to rebuild myself from the ground up. Yeah, so I went to rehab. I fixed myself. And then I fell down again. Then I went in rehab again. And then I fell down again. But then I picked myself up, and I've been on the straight and narrow going on 14 years now. And I want you to know there's no easy day, but man, every day is worthwhile. Every day I respect myself. Every single day I thank God for the day that I have in front of me. And I hope you do the same. If you keep thinking, if you really believe that you keep, someday, somehow, somewhere, some way, this is going to work out, it ain't. It's not going to work out. I'm telling you, straight up, no expense to you whatsoever. Go to thenocomfortzone.com. Download that silly little blueprint. Get a copy of it in your hand and hit me up. I have a copy of the blueprint, and email me, dan@THECOMFORTZONE.com. dan@thenocomfortzone.com. Say that, hey, I've got adversity I'm dealing with right now. I want to get out of it. I want to use the blueprint. I need your help. I will help you. You're at a point in your life where you're going to ask that girl out. You're at a point in your life where you want to go get that raise at your job. You're the person in your life where you want to mend a relationship. You want to amend a relationship. You want to make things a little bit better. You're striving to be better. You need some help to go from point A to point B. Simple, just email me. I'm going to be your personal coach. I'm not asking for anything in return right now. What I'm asking for is a chance to show you how great you are by following the principles that I've used to take myself out of absolutely nothing, complete apathy, desperation, overwhelm, fear, anxiety, and everything that goes along with it, and just hate and discontent for where I'm at in my life, and using that pain to realize that I've had a wonderful life with all these valuable lessons, and how I can learn from these lessons and apply them to be the stepping stones towards my success today. And I will do the same for you that I've done for myself. You're going to have to put the work in. Let's have a conversation. Let's find out where you're at in your life. And if you're truly serious about success, and if you're truly serious about becoming a better version of yourself, I implore you to take action now and take the first step towards the rest of your life being successful by getting out of your comfort zone and living on purpose.
Say goodbye.
Want more of the No Comfort Zone? You can follow Dan on Instagram and Twitter at NoComfortZone1.
Bye.
Or on the web at thenocomfortzone.com.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening to the No Comfort Zone podcast.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.